So in this lesson, I want to walk you through how we can use prepared statements with PDO in order to make database inserts. So I'm going to use what we've used before, so setting up a variable called query, and I'm going to insert into, and I'm just going to take this information here. So I'm going to show you how we can insert into our database using a prepared statement. So setting up our query first of all, and I'm just going to quickly look to see if we've got any that are ready to go. So maybe I can just copy that one to save us a little bit of time there. So we're going to insert into company, size, contact, and this is where it's going to be different because we're going to insert, so we're going to insert the contact this way, size this way, and I should start out with company there. So company this way. And then we're going to connect these, we're going to bind them as parameters before we insert them in. And this is going to be a much neater way to insert data into your database. And then of course you can be more specific when you're binding them to the executable statement in order to better filter out that content and specify content that you want to submit in. So now we need to create a statement. So I'm going to just call this variable statement and use our database connection, which was link, and use the built-in method, so prepare, and we're going to prepare our query. So now we need to set our parameters, so I'm going to just call it params. And so this is going to be an array because we've got an array of data here. And the first one is going to be company. And this named value is going to tie into the value that we want to insert in. So this company is going to be, so I'm going to maybe just call it something like New World. Next, we need to set up our contact. And whatever value we want to attach to that. So this could be whatever we want it to be. And then lastly, we've got our size. So we're going to set up some information to connect to there. So maybe just put something like 100. Close off that array. And then now lastly, we just need to execute out that statement. So that is just execute. And we need to pass over those parameters. So I'm going to pass that variable into there. So I'm going to pass that array into there. And you're going to see that once we run this, it's actually going to take that array information and transcribe it into that query where we're inserting in. So we've got it prepared, it's on hold, then we can put the data in there and then we can execute it out. So let's go back out here and refresh it. So no errors, so that's a good sign. Refresh this and we see that now we've inserted a brand new record. So I can refresh it a bunch of times and insert a whole bunch of brand new records within this format. And this is really useful, especially when you've got some dynamic data, when you're pulling in data, when this can be changing. So you can be really specific with this, and you can set up your query statement and then build out your data that you're inserting afterwards using prepare.